So I just finished lesson 6 and I'm so happy because it wasn't that bad. I still need to work on verb conjugation, but I'm so thankful my tutor had made it understandable and helped me see patterns that I had not seen in previous lessons because I've had previous lessons in small group and I virtually stayed in the back most of the time and I didn't do a lot of talking. And now that I'm taking individual private lessons, I can't virtually hide. I've got to be present. So I know I will improve by constantly talking, reading, and making an effort for her to hear me pronounce the sounds, and I'm super happy. Verb conjugation was not as scary as I thought it was going to be, and I was able to do it. I mean, I still messed up a little bit, but for a person who was completely confused before when it came to working with verbs, today wasn't any big deal. We have canceled lessons for all next week, but that means I have a lot of homework to do personally that I will assign myself because she's going to give me a quiz. So now I have little baby quizzes to do, and instead she's going to give me a chart, and I have to use that chart to be able to conjugate verbs correctly. It's so interesting talking to somebody about how there's similarities in the English language with Tagalog. I just find it fascinating. But I'm going to stick with 4 things. I know last time I went well beyond sharing 4 things that I'd learned during class, and this time I'm just going to stick with 4. So 4 conjugated verbs as past, present, and future. So number 1 would be lakad, which is the root word is walk. The imperative would be to walk, which would be mag lakad. But as a past, it would be nag lakad. As the present form, it would be nag la lakad. And as the future, it would be mag la lakad. I think I messed that one up. But mag la lakad. Something like that. So, walking. Showering. For shower, it's legal. That's the root word. Past tense, na legal. Present tense, na li legal. And past tense is mag li legal. So I was pretty happy about that one. I don't know if I want to do this one, but I'll do it anyway. Naud, I think that is the root word for watch. Naud is to watch, so that means past tense would be naud. Present tense would be noud. And future tense would be noud. And let's see, laugh. So I think it is for laugh, it would be tawa. The root word for laugh is tawa. So the imperative is matawa, I think. Oh, I'm messing this one up. I shouldn't have chosen one. I did it anyway. Past tense would be tu mawa. The present tense would be tu ma tawa. And the future tense would be ta tawa. I hope I did that right. Anyway, super happy about how I did today. Conjugating verbs, she kept telling me you'll have no problems, and I did not believe her. I told her I didn't believe her, and I believe in 100% transparency. So, super excited. One thing I wanted to share, I was shopping today and I was looking for some clothes, and the young lady who was helping me showed me a dress, and I just naturally said, Mahal naman. And she gave me this look like, yeah, I know. Which basically means like that's too expensive. I'm not spending that. I'm not gonna buy that. Which was so funny. It was a silk something, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I would have bought it, but not gonna happen. It was too expensive. But to do that, and then the other time I was shopping at SM Hypermarket, and I needed more index cards. I needed more index cards. So I went up to a guy and I asked him, because we were at Mall of America, and I asked the guy, Papel, like I did it in a question form, and he looked at me like I was crazy. And according to my tutor, she basically said, you could have been talking about any paper something. So I think he needed a little more. So then I said, Papel, lapis, thinking maybe I wasn't pronouncing the words correctly. And she said, no, you pronounced them correctly. But it could have been based on the age, that person might have just naturally used English anyway and didn't really. Typically, if it's an older person, they would use Tagalog. If it's a younger person, just tell me the English word. Paper and pencil. So once I said paper and pencil, he pointed to where I needed to go to get my paper and index cards. But at least I know that I am saying my vocabulary words correctly, and now I'm sure she's going to start. Now that I'm in verb conjugations and I'm already into personal pronouns and all of that other jazz, that I'm going to work on some sentence forming, which perfectly fine, perfectly fine. I'm using it in the real world, makes a difference. I get quizzed by the security in the condominium, which is so funny. And then also, like saying "Kumusta ka" to the security guard, and then he'll say it back to me, and I'll say "Mabuti, mabuti naman." So I'm fine. And then they start saying some other stuff, and it's like, not any more than that. Don't add any more than that. So it's fun. I'm super excited about how I'm learning, what I'm learning, and how I'm progressing. So anyway, that's my report for today after lesson 6, and I get a week break. So I'm so excited to have a week break, but she told me she's going to quiz me when we get back. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Have a good one.